Aloha, this is Kirsten Homalon. I'll be going over Jane's results for the Weschler Intelligence Scale for Children. Jane was experiencing some academic difficulties, and her parents were concerned. So, on her Fun Scale IQ, or her FSIQ, which is most representative of the global intellectual functioning, so this is her overall thinking and reasoning. It's about average, as well as her verbal and nonverbal are about in the average range. Her verbal comprehension index was a little bit above average, actually. And then her nonverbal reasoning abilities, which is measured by the perceptual reasoning index, is in the average range. However, a lot of the subtests that contribute to this overall score, they varied for Jane, so that's indicating that there are some weaknesses in there, and that some of her abilities are not as developed. In particular, I found that the working memory index for her was low. She was only above 18% of her peers, and this is what I think is contributing to some of her problems. Things like sustaining attention, concentration, and mental control. These are areas that will be challenges for Jane. And then it's also going to cause her to use more energy for her to hold information, and then perform operations, which is a lot of things that are done in school. So I think that was the new information that I found. Her strengths obviously are her behavior, her personality. She's well behaved in school. You can tell that she's intelligent. She scored well in some of her math, and she's diligent in trying. And then she is good at organizing information, just in a different way, I think. Some of her weaknesses or challenges would be her comprehension rate, which is slower than her classmates. And the next steps for Jane, I would teach her how to chunk her information, so she can understand it in a different way, in a way that's more efficient for her. And then I would encourage her family to reframe their focus of academics for Jane, focusing on her quality of work as opposed to her achievements. And then I also would use creative therapy for Jane, helping her work through some of her frustrations, and maybe just taking in information in a different way, in a way that's authentic for her.